Nothing's Bob.
I just have, you forgot Sylvia.
I can go to Sylvia.
Okay, going back to what Sylvia was just talking about in the Hazlet
Web.
Yeah, Hazlet Web, and also the Ridgewood matter. Just so the residents understand, once again, that is not general fund money, so that's not a problem for us because we have the money in the other accounts. So I just want people to be clear when they see that we're spending money on certain things. We have the money in accounts we cannot use to pay the electric bill or to do payroll. Okay, that's a very important thing that people need to understand. The second thing is, with what has happened in this past year with the previous board, with the negotiations of the police, which were difficult, and with what has happened now, we're down very low in our general fund. So the township supervisors have, I think the three of us have totally agreed that we are limiting having no overtime within the police department other than special details, which we get paid back for, so that people understand that. And we basically have a no hiring situation here in the township right now. And we have 5 full-time police officers, and that's where we're at, folks. In regards to, I'll just head this one off real quick. Now that the township manager has been here 6 months, my only thing I'm going to say today, everybody knows where I stand on that whole thing, so I'm not going to reiterate that part. But I do believe that the township manager should be given a monthly report, and that is standard in townships as to what things she is working on. So I've let that go 6 months, and now I'm pointing it out so that the board needs to really, and I think, Gary, you need to address that as well. I think you have a lot of township managers give reports, that's routine. And with that, we're just going to have to be careful how we're spending our money from here through the end of the year. We can't take out a tax anticipation loan in January.
Did we say for public, we paid off the balance of our tax
Yeah,
anticipation?
the tax anticipation loan is paid.
That was $200,000, maybe 45 days ago, and you paid the balance within the past week.
Yeah.
This township is not behind on any bill at this point other than one, and that is a very big one, and that's the pension of the police department. We have 2017 that we have to pay, and we have to pay 2018 by the end of the year. And the board is going to have to come up with that money. We can't continue to be in rears with that money. We owe $150,000 in 2017, and we're going to owe $80,000 or $70,000 here, right?
Yes.
In 2018. That's all.
So
well, the road on Hazlet's done. The landscaping will be done after it has a chance to dry out a little bit, kind of murky there. And I took a ride up on Green Hill, and Mr. Leader's job looked like it was way, way better than what it was before. Cleaner. Them big ugly stones were gone. So, thank you.
Okay.
Well, the stones are still there. They're just under rock and under dirt, but they're still there.
As long as we can't see them, right?
As long as you can't see them. That's all that matters.
Okay, do we have any public comment on non-agenda items? Mr. Batson, you can stand up, Mr. Batson, just tell us your name and
Mark Batson, my question will probably be to Dave Bain or Lisa. I think it was the April meeting, possibly the May meeting, you made a suggestion to the Board of Supervisors that the township could make money by selling fishing from this farms down here, which some people kind of like that idea. But then I got to thinking about it, and I read about the Fish and Boat Commission all the time, and my question to you people is, does our fire department have a water rescue
Lisa attended the recreation board.
And I brought that up to them, bring that to their attention, we had no water rescue equipment. And they took it under advisement, and they're telling us that they're probably 2-3 years before they're gonna open that up to the public. So they have time to be able to purchase us if they see fit, that type of equipment.
Mr. Batson, that's gonna be posted, no fishing anyhow, by the recreation authority, down to the ponds down there. That's gonna be in the future. No trespassing, no fishing until everything's cleared, because that's the authority property right now. Okay, so that's,
Well, I mean, it was just as.
no, it's a good point.
Well, and I got complained about it.
It's a good point. Anyway, thank you. Have any other? Ma'am, go ahead. If you would,
I
please.
don't need a microphone, but my name is Willetta McDowell. I live on Millbeck Drive. I had a suggestion for the township. Well, the whole community in general is appalling. The litter along the roads and off of exit 15. It has been, it's deplorable. This is not the nicest end of town anyway. However, I've always been proud to live in North Franklin. And the litter it's terrible. And it makes,
Specifically where, ma'am?
off of exit,
Well,
under, and like I said,
Yeah.
it's everywhere. So without being interrupted,
Cleaned up.
I don't
It's on
know.
its way to getting littered again.
Well, I don't know where the boundaries are for the
It's all
township.
state work though.
I don't. However, the bridge on Chestnut Street there,
Yeah.
that may be Canton Township. I don't know. However, my suggestion is that as a township, possibly we could have an organized cleanup time. 1 month out of the year, or 2 months out of the year, spring and fall. Have the township as an organized cleanup every Saturday, the month of April.
Talk about that
Have,
everywhere.
I
There's a group that do it.
don't know. I know our young lady was hushed up about the manager's responsibilities and her report, and I personally would like to know how much money we are paying, what her salary is.
$20 an hour.
Yeah, but how many hours? What's her job description? What
Well,
is she doing?
that's it.
Yeah, but anyway, with that being said, I thought that possibly, if we organize something like this, we could utilize a police car to help certain areas for safety purposes, or even maybe a fire truck. If we're trying to clean off the ramp, and this is an example, if we're trying to clean off, well, Franklin Farms Road is beautiful. I don't see any litter there. However,
The highways.
it's behind the Franklin Mall. Did you ever go behind the Franklin Mall and look up on the hill in the entrance behind that gas station? It is nothing but a dump. It needs to be cleaned up. It's a suggestion. I would like to see, provide some bags, provide a month. Let us all have a chance to come together and clean up our community.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I have another question. Yeah. Sylvia, you had stated that the engineer had said that the Trapisano's water issue was your responsibility as far as the township goes. Why is that water in that creek any different than my creek?
What's that?
Why is that water in that creek any different than my creek? Because when you came on my property, you told me that that was my creek,
Well, it comes
and
from-
I'm responsible for
It
that.
comes from one side of the road and is piped to the other side of the road.
Okay, but why? You told me that the creeks were the landowner's issue when you came to my property. You told me that that's my responsibility.
Here's what happened there. I used to have rabbits right where you live, okay? When they developed that property up there, they just ran an inlet across the street and dumped it down into the woods. And there was all woods and fields down there. Then when that property got developed, the developer got rid of that. That pipe just came across the road and dumped. When the developer, he had to take issue with that, so he put the pipe in. We didn't put the pipe in. And like Rich Rush said, that is not our pipe.
At mine or at Trapezanos?
At yours.
Okay.
He said that's, I'm no engineer, but he said that's not our pipe.
All the area through there, as they develop, they put pipes.
And as
Yeah.
it developed, they hooked sections on, and some of them weren't even the same. But
Yeah.
that was all done by the developer.
Your pipe, we had, they put the big plastic in. It's hooked into your neighbor's tin whistle.
Big.
They just hodgepodged all the way through that to level that backyard out. The pipe that's going down from Webb Drive to Hazlet was the township's going, put down to go to the creek for those two inlets. That's what happened.
Why
He said
was...
we would have to prove in court.
Why was there 2 bids on that one, but there wasn't bids on mine?
Emergency.
It's been like that forever.
For Trapezanos or mine?
Yours.
And theirs wasn't an emergency?
No.
Okay.
No, I went out there and looked at him, oh, hell, over a month and a half ago.
Okay.
He said, well, you got time to do it.
And then the other thing I forgot to point out, Gary, is in the invoice, it says that my pipe was collapsed. My pipe was not collapsed. There were timbers that were inside of my pipe. So
Plugged. It was plugged.
but Mike Tarbuck put in here that my pipe was collapsed. And that's not true either. My pipe was not collapsed. My pipe was
Plugged.
fine.
It was plugged up
It was
bad.
2x4s, it was railroad
bad.
ties, there were sludge.
Somebody had some landscape ties up above you.
Yes, that floated
Down.
down.
But this
Yeah.
isn't a legitimate
But this
invoice?
is a legitimate invoice that is wrong in a lot of areas. So I would be concerned with a lot of his invoices, because a lot of it is not true.
Well, we'll discuss it.
Do I have,
I want to make a comment, please. I know ad nauseum we keep talking about the township manager, but I'm just wondering at what point of the negativity, the confrontation, the disrespect that you hear people talking about from the township manager that you hired. This is a PR nightmare for our township, because and it's only going to get worse because it's now going to start being publicized. I want to know at what point do you guys feel like you want to continue taking responsibility for having Martha Ward in this position?
okay, can I answer that?
Let me finish first.
Okay.
I do. I will.
All right.
I'm hearing over and over again about people coming down here and being disrespected, and it's just random people. It is inappropriate. As for someone who's making $20 an hour at this township, I mean, for some people that'd be a nice salary. We expect her to do stuff. We expect her to be respectful, and we expect her to follow through and follow ordinances, not make stuff up as she goes along, not hire her nephew, not bid things out. We know what's coming up with the next audit. So my question is, are you two going to continue to stand by her, or are you going to start listening to the residents? And that's what I'll say.
Well, let me just answer your question. Martha's been a resident here for years, more than you have, okay? She
And I'm
knows
sorry,
the
your
town-
point
She
is?
knows the township. Well, my point is this. I will defend her all the way to the hill,
Okay?
okay? I'm just gonna tell you that for a fact, okay? She's a good person. She knows the township. She knows what's going on in the township. Now, you might not like her. You might not like me, but that's just the way it is. I can't help you, okay? There are some people, when you're saying...
I'm sorry, I'm not sure why you're turning this on me, whether I
No,
like
no,
her or
I'm
not.
just
Because it's not
saying.
whether I like her or not, it's how she's treating
No,
residents. Do you
She
understand?
treats residents with respect,
I never heard her.
and I never heard her
That's the
do
only
that,
time I ever heard
okay?
her go off.
So I'm gonna tell you this, in the meeting...
I went off myself.
And I'm going to finish my comment because I haven't had 4 minutes, but
You don't pay someone for
Hold
being
it,
a
hold
good
it.
person.
No.
yeah.
I'm just saying
I filed a
this.
complaint in December about an inappropriate situation with a code ordinance or a burn permit issue where she told me no one in the township was getting another burn permit until 2018. I looked right down in front of me, and a burn permit was right down there. I found out through investigation that she told people not to give me burn permits because she does not want me to have them. A personal issue that she's discriminated against me. And it has to do with Mr. Nieder, that's right. But I have it with my attorney. We have the paperwork where she she told them to file a complaint against me saying I violated the ordinance when I did not. And then when that didn't work, she said don't issue her any more permits, okay? That is inappropriate, and that is not me treating Martha bad. I came down here to talk to her about it. She walked away from me. And I said, Martha, it's your job to speak with me and have this conversation. I want to know what happened. I asked for an investigation on it in December. I'm still waiting. And I know because you like her and you're friends with her and you've known her for a long time, you just said it, that it's not grounds for allowing this behavior to residents.
She was getting paid $15 an hour as a secretary. And for $5 more, she became township manager. If we hired a township manager, we'd have to be paying $25 plus $15 for
Plus insurance.
insurance and benefits and stuff.
Money
like that.
aside, I would rather have someone in there that's going to be respectful to the township residents. And if you want me, I'll fill this room with people who are complaining about her.
Isn't this our secretary right here?
Yes.
No, so,
Well,
well, we're just trying to, what is our township, when we're so low on money for the general fund? What specifically is her job description? Yes, she knows the township. You like her. She lost an election, but you hired her for $20 an hour. But as a township manager, what is she doing?
okay.
And I asked 2 months ago, please don't end this because you're of a time constraint. I asked 2 months ago to have her put her report on the agenda. That's all I asked. We just want to know what she's doing.
Where our money's being spent.
Okay.
All right, I'll end it. I'll be the one that ends it within a minute. I'll say one thing quickly. I've listened to all this. The two of them know where I am. You guys all know where I am.
No, where are you?
Oh, I think I've made it clear over and over.
Why don't you say it in front of all of us?
We're not going to go into the fact that
Okay.
I feel we should have hired a township manager. We all know that. The point is, I have requested that she give monthly reports.
Okay.
We will discuss that in executive session now because 6 months has gone by. We do have a financial issue here, however, and I agree with you guys on that, and we are going to have to discuss that, and that is why we're going into executive session.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a
Does she
motion
have
to
a
adjourn.
job description that we could see?
Yeah, it's been posted.
Where?
I have it, I can give you a copy.
Thank you.
They have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to go into executive session.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Okay. You're just gonna stay here, though.